This is Charlie Kao with TravelMole TV at ITB Asia in Singapore with Daryl Lee, the Vice President of Sales and Marketing Asia for GTA. Pleasure meeting you.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
For those who are not familiar with GTA, maybe you could explain a little bit what it does and also where it is now in Asia Pacific region.
Sure. For people who don't understand what we do, we're in the wholesaling business. We're a global player that wholesales hotel rooms and services such as transfers and sightseeing tours to the travel trade. So we're really a business-to-business entity working with travel agents around the globe, helping them to serve their customers better, the end travelers. So that's what we really do. We've been in Asia for about 30 years, and so today we started really as a travel company using technology to help us grow our business, and today we like to call ourselves more a travel technology company doing travel business.
And in the Asia Pacific, besides the technology, you have operating offices and staff throughout the different popular tourism destinations. So I suppose you have offices in all the major
gateways, in all the major hubs, all the key outbound markets as well as destinations. We have offices to work closely with clients as well as suppliers.
For Asia Pacific, and this probably varies tremendously by destination, what's the split between FIT versus group?
Well,
nowadays,
really good question. It really depends on the market, because you know what? There's no one Asia market. There are many Asian markets. So if you ask me, which is the market with the highest FIT proportion, I would probably say South Korea. If you ask me, which markets still predominantly groups, then China, Thailand, Indonesia. These are some of the markets that are transiting from groups to FIT. We're seeing a gradual shift, but the larger proportion is still the groups business if you count the number of travelers.
And we're talking inbound? Did we just...
No, outbound.
You were talking about outbound. Okay. I'm glad I asked that question. Shifting to inbound for a moment, how does that FIT and group shift?
Well, if you look at inbound, then it's a lot more FIT from the way we see it. But the caveat is obviously, if you think about places like Hong Kong, you still see a lot of Chinese groups going there, but that's also fast changing. I think a lot has to do with consumer behaviors, it has to do with visa regulations. As more and more destinations become more relaxed with visa requirements, that will drive more FIT business.
More FIT. And so you feed yourselves with regional inbound that's produced by your outbound within the region, and that's probably the largest chunk.
Yes. More than 50% of our business is currently intra-Asia. So the Asia for Asia business, Asian travelers from source markets traveling within sort of the radius of the 5 to 7 hours is the bulk of our business today.
And anything in the horizon that you see that's could possibly be quite different for the DMC business, for the destination management company type business, or is it pretty much the same? Provide best possible services on the ground, and
the travel industry is very interesting. Everyone wants the best service but the lowest price, and that's always the catch-22, isn't it? So I think the balance will come in eventually. Does price take precedence, or does service take precedence?
Interesting. You raised that point. I'll just leave it alone by making the comment. It takes me back a few decades of where the transfer sightseeing business, really, for the people who were in the business, there was no margins in that. Money was made in the shopping.
Yes.
So the quality, back to that point. So nothing really changes, does it? At the end of the day, when the balance
are becoming more aware. The awareness is there. People know that if it's too good to be true, there will be a catch. I think that's the general observation.
Daryl Lee, VP of Sales and Marketing Asia, GTA. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pleasure meeting you.
Good to see you.